The morning that changed everything. Good morning, my friends. Or maybe it's afternoon. Maybe you're listening to this on your evening walk. But wherever you are and whatever time it is, I want to take you back to a moment. A quiet morning, a single hour. That changed the direction of my life. This is not just a story about waking up early. This is about taking your power back before the world even wakes up. A few years ago, I was stuck. I had dreams, ambitions, goals, but my days never reflected them. I woke up late, rushed through the morning, and felt like I was always behind. Emails, messages, noise, everything came crashing in before I even had a moment to breathe. One morning, I missed an important interview because I overslept. That was the breaking point. I remember sitting on my bed, frustrated, disappointed, and defeated. And in that silence, I asked myself what would happen if I gave myself 1 hour before the world gets in. The next day, I set my alarm for 5:30 a.m. It wasn't easy, believe me. I had every reason to stay in bed. But I got up, and I started with something simple: silence. For the first 5 minutes, I just sat. No phone, no noise, just my breath. Then I moved, just light stretching and a short walk. Nothing intense, just enough to remind my body that I was alive and in control. I picked up a book I'd been meaning to read for months. I read one chapter. Then I wrote a journal entry: gratitude, thoughts, goals for the day. And finally, I opened my calendar. I planned my priorities, not just tasks. That 1 hour, 5:30 to 6:30, became my personal foundation. The struggles and small wins. Now, let me be honest. It wasn't perfect. There were days I snoozed the alarm. Days I didn't journal. But something was different. Even when I missed, I came back. Because I saw the change, not just in my schedule, but in my state of mind. I was calmer, more focused. I stopped rushing. I started choosing how I lived instead of reacting to everything. Those small morning wins added up. I became more consistent. I made better decisions. And most of all, I felt like I was in charge of my life again. Here's the routine I follow most days. And I share it not because it's perfect, but because it's simple and it works. 5 minutes, silence or meditation. To center your mind. No inputs, no scrolling, just breath. 10 minutes, movement. Stretching, walking, yoga. Something to wake your body. 15 minutes, reading. Feed your mind. Motivation, wisdom, or inspiration, whatever lifts you. 10 minutes, journaling. Gratitude, goals, or reflection. Write what's real. Be honest. 15 minutes, planning. Look at your day. Set 3 clear intentions. Focus on what matters. You don't need fancy apps or equipment. You just need intention and consistency. A strong morning is not about discipline alone. It's about ownership. When you take the first hour for yourself, you send a message to your mind and body. Asterisk, I matter. My goals matter. My peace matters. Asterisk. You're no longer starting the day in reaction, you're starting it with creation. Your relationships improve. Your work improves. Your confidence improves. Because how you do your morning often reflects how you live your life. So now I'll ask you, what does your morning look like? Are you starting with calm or chaos? Intention or distraction? You don't have to wake up at 5:30. You just need to wake up with purpose. Start with 30 minutes. Then build your hour. And remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about showing up for yourself. The morning routine isn't a miracle, but the person it turns you into can create miracles. Thank you for spending this hour with me. Before you go, I want to challenge you. Tomorrow, wake up 30 minutes earlier than usual. Don't check your phone. Don't rush. Just sit, breathe, move, reflect, plan. And if you feel even a little different, you'll know that hour, just one, has the power to shift everything. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with someone who needs to hear this. Leave a review. Let me know your thoughts. And remember, own your morning. Shape your day. Transform your life.